Hello, thank you for joining me as I share my learning from my 2023 induction year. This is my second year of induction, and I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Aaron Seney. I'm currently a teacher at Legacy Christian Academy. In the spring of last year, I taught eighth grade English and writing, and this year I'm teaching seventh, eighth, and 10th grade Bible. I had the opportunity to live in South Korea for 12 years, where I taught English at multiple levels. Since returning to the US, I have taught I've been a substitute at the high school and junior high level. I have also taught in 2021 and 2022. I taught seventh and eighth grade English at Tevis Junior High. And since the fall of 2022, I've been teaching at Legacy Christian Academy. My induction experience has been helpful for me. It's been great to observe different teachers, experienced teachers, and get exposure to real world teaching strategies from my district and mentor. And those things caused me to broaden my understanding and application of classroom instruction. The actual inquiries assisted me in becoming more intentional about my instruction. I was motivated to plan in detail my words and classroom activities and to ensure maximum student engagement and achievement of the learning targets. My mentors have provided me with constructive criticism and feedback, knowing that they want me to improve and be successful has guided me to include the suggestions in my teaching and preparation. I find myself becoming more aware of my strengths and weaknesses and able to more effectively reflect on my own teaching. Also, the PLLs, the seminars that I attended, provided me with some excellent ideas and strategies. They were interactive and engaging and helped me to get beyond some of the basic teaching practices that I was focused on mainly. The induction process has caused me to think deeply about what I say and do in the classroom. It has broadened my exposure to teaching and classroom management strategies, and it has provided me with opportunities for self-reflection and peer feedback. And I might add, it has helped me to think about all the various parts and responsibilities that a teacher has and not just focus on what is going on in the classroom. The impact that has my induction process has had on my students. With more organized and structured instruction, students have increased engagement throughout my lessons. I find that the more I prepare, the more I know exactly what I'm going to say and how I'm going to lead activities, keeps students focused and engaged and helps them, keeps them from getting distracted during the lesson. And also the focus on learning targets and assessments has opened the way for students to reinforce their learning and recognize the focus and direction of the material. My mentor's valuable feedback and just-in-time assistance allowed me to stay on track and improve my strategies. Her patience with me gave me perspective and caused me to recognize the things I was doing effectively, those that could be improved, and the bad habits that I needed to change or get rid of. So throughout my various inquiries, the two observation inquiries, the first one, I focused on learning objectives. And so I taught a lesson with a clear objective for the class. And then I had students respond to a prompt at the end of the lesson to show what they understood about from the material that was presented. Did they follow the lesson objective? In the second observation inquiry, I worked on formative assessment. And so I provided students with again, with a lesson objective, but also a entrance ticket and an exit ticket to ensure or to assess what students knew prior to entering the room, and then at the end of the lesson, what new knowledge did they gain from the material. So the students provided answers to both the entrance and exit ticket. And then in the second semester, for my lesson plan inquiry, I utilized a new strategy called chain response to improve my lesson plan, to incorporate some new ideas, some things that I hadn't practiced before. Chain response, the purpose is to ask the student a question and then have another student either add information to the answer or idea given, or correct it if necessary, and then to try to keep that chain going for as long as possible. And so that helped me to add some new ideas to my lesson plan and instruction strategies. And so my plans for next year, I'm going to continue to develop my ability to prepare meaningful lesson plans. And as I mentioned, I want to put in the time to plan out each of my lessons and make sure that my students are engaged throughout. And focusing on that, maximizing student engagement is really essential for me. I need to improve in the area of providing students with effective assessments. It's relatively easy for me to understand how to give a test at the end of a unit, but I need to learn more effective strategies to gauge student learning throughout a unit or even during a lesson, to make sure that they are understanding and following along with the content. And finally, I need to improve with my communication with parents and administrators. That is something that could use some improvement. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining me as I shared my learning and the growth that I have achieved throughout this induction year. And I'm looking forward to continuing with my teaching career. Thank you.